Hey Virgo, today I'm going to do a reading for you on your positive energies, what challenges you may be facing, and what you need to make time for. So let's get rolling. Okay. Oh, cards are flying already, Virgo. Let's see what your challenges are. And that's what you need to make time for coming into late January. What's important for Virgo? What should they make time for? Okay. Under the deck, we have the Six of Swords. So finding a new way, making a new perspective, leaving some things behind. In your positive energies, you have the Eight of Swords. So a lot of swords coming out here. New perspective. Yep. And in your challenges, the Seven of Swords. What you need to make time for, we have the Tower and the Moon coming out. So this is a lot about perspective, changing the way you're thinking about things, changing the way you're doing things. Whatever you're trying to do, you keep messing yourself up for some reason. It's like, I'm getting this energy of like you keep tripping. I keep seeing this like somebody like tripping over their own feet kind of thing. So you keep like doing stuff that you're like sabotaging yourself. So whatever is going on and it's not working out, it's because the energy that you're putting out, or the mindset that you have around whatever is going on, is actually bringing you worse luck. It's actually putting you in this position where things are not moving in the direction you want them to move, even though you think it's going to go that way, because there's these like background voices in your head that are telling you that it's not going to work, or that, you know, it's just very negative, or anger around it, or something like that. So there's like just energies here of you, like all these swords coming up are just telling me that you have to change your perspective. Because like in your positive energies here, you have this this Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords basically is about being bound up by a thought process. But you don't need to be. So this is probably coming up as a positive energy. It's because you have the ability to say, like, she's not like, she can unwind herself. They don't show like the binds. They just show that this ribbon is wrapped around her. She can open up her arms and get out of this ribbon at any time. Like, so this is a positive energy in the sense that like you can free yourself right now. You have the ability to do that. So you really should try to start doing that. And I think this seems to be coming in more as like a change in mindset that's going to do it. It doesn't seem like any kind of fit. There's a little bit of motion in here, but there doesn't seem like much physical action that needs to be taken, except to walk away from whatever is, you know, just moving away from it somehow, and just going to like, you need to be, put yourself in a calmer place. And then this, even like this Ten of Wands came out, drop the burden of whatever is going on. And like, look, then you have the Sun card, then you have the set, like, after that it gets great. Things get really good. You know, this Six of Wands is like a lot of recognition. Or it's the Sun card, one of the best cards in the deck. So you start to really get to the point where you need to be, but you have to drop the burden. You have to get away from whatever however you're perceiving this has to be changed, and you have to drop the burden of it, because it's not a burden. It can just be, it can be released, it can be changed. All you have to do is change what you're doing a little bit. So let's clarify this just a bit. All right, yeah, Queen of Swords and the King of Wands. Just be really precise in how you want to think about things. Just get a better perspective of it. Take charge of yourself a little bit more. Stop letting yeah, I'm getting this energy of like, just like being tossed around by what other people are saying, or what the things that are happening, like that's what's getting in the way of you just like being in your true self and being grounded and you know, looking at this from like a more spirited point of view, from where you need to look at it, from where it's going to work for you better. So whatever the situation, could be a love situation, could be a career situation, or just a general life thing that's going on, that's just like you're in this spiral of negative energy, and you really need to get out of that. And in order to do that, you just need to think about yourself. And this came up in Capricorn. I mean, I think for earth signs, you know, we get a bad rap, us earth signs, but it's actually, an earth sign is actually very, very giving to other people. They just do it in a different way. It just seems to come off a little bit colder, or a little bit like, you know, they're doing it just for themselves. But, you know, earth signs will do things in a more grounded way that other people don't understand. So it's like you come from a different place with it, and you actually start depleting your own energy because you're thinking of how you can do things that you want to do that will please everybody else too, and it doesn't work. Like right now, you kind of just have to think of it as like just concentrated on what your needs are, get it into like a positive place, and from there, once you're in that positive place, it will expand and it will help everybody else around you who you love and want this good energy to come to. All right, let's look at your challenges here. You have the Seven of Swords coming in on your challenges. So yeah, this is about changing the way you're doing things. You need to change the way you're doing things. Like, you know, this card depicts like somebody in a war, like, but instead of like going into war and risking getting himself killed, he's stealing all the weapons, which to me is like a much better way to do it. But you know, this is the kind of mindset you have to get into. Like, what can I do that can be different? That can be something that is like more like keeping me in a place where I'm happy and I'm not getting hurt by what I'm doing. So this is the challenge. Like, how do you do that? Page of Cups. Page of Cups is like, you know, bringing... giving yourself gifts, giving yourself fun, giving yourself, you know, emotional stability, like really getting to a place where, you know, your emotions, your heart is centered in what you want to be doing here. I'm going to pull one more for that. Actually, I got two. So I got the Death card. Yeah, new awakening. Just starting in a new way. Just starting to figure out something new so that you can come to this new way of being. And then from there, you get this beautiful Six of Wands where you start to recognize yourself. The recognition comes to yourself, and the recognition will come to others. But the challenge here is to change that perspective. What is going to do that? What is like the new way for you to be? But it's time to put thought into that. Which brings us to what you may need to make time for. And you have the Tower card comes up here with the Moon, and it's because there's some mystery surrounding this, but you need to start building a new foundation for yourself now. It's the beginning of the year. This is the time to do it. You're in the energy for it. Just, you know, if you wanted to start making kind of a new you, whatever that is, if you want to work on your health, if you want to work on your, you know, whatever this is coming on, you know, how you go about a relationship, a new career, it's time for you to build a new foundation, and you need to really start thinking about the components of that. This is a new path, and there's also this sun, kind of a sun and a moon in this card that comes up together. It is the man and the moon, but it also looks like the sun a little bit, because there is a new path being created here. So the moon is the mystery around the whole thing. That is part of the challenge. And then, you know, but it can bring you to the sun. So it's really about just taking some time to really put a thought process in to some of these things here. So let's just get a clarification on that real quick. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you got to make time to just get to work and figure this out. This is going to, these are the aspects of your life, and even like the practicalities of your life that need changing, need to be worked out, need to be tweaked, whatever it is, to get you out of this state of like spinning your wheels and just being in a place where you're not really happy, you know, like it's time. Spirit is pushing for everyone to get into their happiness because we've been in unhappiness for too long. So this is really about sitting down and contemplating what that is for you. On the bottom of the deck, Five of Cups. Yeah, leaving behind what is not working because there's brighter things in the background. There's still things that are with you that are very positive and could bring really good change. Take the things that are good and expand that. Forget about the rest. Spilled wine, spilled milk, however you want to say it. But in any event, not serving you is it's not going to help you out moving into the future. All right, let's pick a guidance card here. Just to wrap this up. And we have Sir Nino's life force. Express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. I won't go into the whole thing with the sexual powers because that's Kundalini energy and it's very, very strong. Sir Nino's coming up here is kind of like, he's very grounded. He's very earth driven. As you see, he's got horns. He's like half animal, half person. Very earth driven sign. So you are an earth sign. Get back to your true self. Get back to what you desire. And you should be okay, Virgo. Start working on that. All right. If you need help working on it, I am doing energy clearings on people. If you want more information about that, you can go to my website. That's in the information box below. And get to it, Virgo.